Moving on. Only break such a little tube as this into a supply of drinking water and death. Mysterious, untraceable death. Death swift and terrible. Death full of pain and indignity. Would be released upon the city and go hither and thither seeking his victims. He would follow the water mains, creeping along streets, picking out and punishing a house here and a house there where they did not boil their water drinking, creeping into the wells of the mineral water, makers getting washed into salad and lying dormant and ices. He would wait ready to be drunk in the horse troughs and by unwary children in the public fountains. He would soak into the soil to reaper in springs and wells and 1,000 unexpected places. Once start him at the water supply and before we could ring him in and catch him again, he would have decimated the metropolis. Now, these are the exact wordings of the extract which explain clearly how the destruction can be done with the help of that single bacteria in that test tube. It says entirely that is untraceable death, death full of pain and indignity, and it will maximum of it victims here and there and everywhere. It will be there on the water mains, creeping along streets, houses, people who actually do not boil their water before drinking, and in the mineral water reservoirs and get washed into salads again. Then there will be horses taking it, children in the parks will be playing with that water in the fountains, and this is how deadly the bacillus can be. Next, the word death is repeated for effect and then it is personified as a person who goes, sees, takes, creeps, lies in wait, appears and disappears, punishes and eventually decimates. There is cumulative effect to these words and images, and our sense of fear and doom increases until it reaches a crescendo of destruction. An entire city has been destroyed. This could have happened. As we feared, the man steals the tube and runs, and we know exactly what will happen because he has told us. The satire, wit and humour happen once the desperate life and death chase ensues. The scientist is a ridiculous figure who runs off half-dressed, and the chase is spectacle that the cabbies place bets on. We are horrified that the tube breaks, unleashing destruction, until we discover it was not cholera and the man is likely to turn blue like a monkey. Science looks just as foolish. Now, moving on to the character sketch of the various characters in the play. The anarchist, lank, black hair, deep grey eyes. Lank hair means withered look, haggard look. Nervous and fitful, perverted mind, wants to create chaos and anarchy in the city, steals a tube of liquid to spread disease and death, drinks the remaining liquid to be a martyr, tries to infect the passers-by, touches as many people as possible. The bacteriologist does scientific experiments, cultivates disease germs, hates them for their spread death and destruction, calls them fools for using bombs. The anarchist steals the tube with deadly liquid, runs after him and heaves a sigh of relief when the tube breaks. This is all for this chapter, The Stolen Bacillus by H.G. Wells. All the very best for your exams.